So today's is a bit of a different video. It's almost an apology for not putting so many beekeeping videos up. I really struggle with probably what used to be called like hyperactivity. I don't really know what that means. I struggle to focus. I have a million things going on in my head at the same time. Although I can wake up in the morning, I have a good goal, what I'm going to do, I do a bit of meditation, I'd have to do breath work because I have to try, and I think it's like, it feels, the word I want to use is like calming my nervous system down. I have to do something to try and calm my nervous system down because I'm hyperactive. I don't know what that means really, but that's kind of how it feels. I'm just pretty manic, pretty hyper. Can't even finish a sentence. I struggle to complete a beekeeping video and to keep it consistent. And I'm all like, and I didn't even take a breath. I just went through the hives, did what I had to do, and then I feel really guilty. And then I come back and I think, I promised I was going to share some videos with you. And I didn't, because I was in the moment, and I live a lot in the moment, but in many moments, if you know what I mean. Because my brain has lots of different tangents going on at the same time, sometimes I'll have to spin around in a circle and just go, just stop, because I can't handle my own self-talk. And it's not even, it's just lots of things, I can't even explain it. It's lots of things going on in my head at once. I've discovered recently, and it's one of the most important, but also one of the hardest things for someone with my kind of makeup, I don't even know what to call it, my mind, to do, and that is to take a breath and to stop. I put together this video to kind of explain how to calm your, I call it calming my nervous system, because sometimes I'm so het up, I almost feel like I'm hyperventilating, even though I'm not. I feel like I can't breathe. And it's not a panic attack, it's not that, it's have so much going on and I don't know where to start, and I start one thing and I go on to another thing, and I'm like, oh shit, I was doing that. Stop that, and I can feel it getting stressed out now. And this is why I'm really glad I actually acquired a dog last year, because it's making me walk every morning. I mean, I used to go to the gym, which brought me, it gave me really good meditation. I ended up with a few injuries, and it makes me take her out for a walk every day. I'm trying to use that time to use as a meditation, as a form of mindfulness, I suppose. When you're down the gym, you're breathing, and it's the, and even if you're running, you're getting into some kind of rhythm, and that rhythm is something I need in my life. And it's the only time when I was down the gym where I could just be in the moment and breathe. So when I stopped going to the gym, I met a lady. Her name's Julia, but she runs something called Yoga Loveliness, and she's got quite a lot of energy like me, where she used to go to the gym and then she ended up with injuries. So she combines cardio, she combines kundalini, and she combines like stretching and chanting and breathing techniques. And honestly, if I hadn't met her, I don't know where I'd be. The breathing techniques really helped me. I mean, I felt like a complete twat to start with, I'm going to be honest, like doing chanting. I mean, chanting, I was just like, there is no way I'm doing this. I feel like such an idiot. But you know what? The power of chanting is amazing. It resonates in your heart, and it resonates in your throat, and you can't think. And this is the absolute amazingness. You can't think of anything else. I think that's why I like it so much, and it just feels a bit weird when you first do it. I'm just like, I was embarrassed, you know what I mean? It was the embarrassment of getting over that. But once I started the chanting, and once I started learning breath work with her, she's actually doing movements and stuff, it makes you feel like you're getting a workout. And it's like, because I'm not into yoga where you just hold in positions and you have to do the sun salutation and go, I haven't got anything against people who do it, but it is just not for my body at all. It's not for me. It doesn't work for me in any way, shape or form, but this does. I mean, this is just amazing. I found her, and that helped me on my journey of discovering what I can do to help my nervous system. And now I'm going to slow down for a minute. Take a breath. Now, it is not easy, because if you're like me, which quite a lot of people probably are, to do what I'm about to suggest is actually really hard. So I find it really hard anyway. Maybe other people might find it easier, but I find it really difficult. And the reason being is you need to stop. Seems really simple. I stopped when I was ill recently, and I went and grounded myself down at the beach, put my feet in the sea and grounded myself in nature. You have to find something, if you've got a brain like me, which gets you to the place you need to be, but quite quickly. If I sit for more than 17 minutes and try and meditate, 100% I'll fall asleep. 100%. I can't do a meditation longer than, actually 15 minutes is normally max, but I've got this particular one that I really like, and it takes me 17 minutes and I do it every day, which is amazing. So there's that meditation which works for me really well. So meditation's been working for me. So if you can find someone who does really good chanting techniques, give it a go. Give it a go. Because while you're chanting, I mean, you've got this beautiful music going on in the background. It's quite amazing. But while you're chanting, you can't think of anything. So that kind of helps. One of my most key things to bring down my nervous system is to actually take a walk in the woods, or take a walk down the park, or take a walk where there's somewhere where there's like bird song or nature, the sounds of nature, the sea. I'm really lucky because I live near the sea, and I can go to the beach and hear the waves lapping, and it's just, it's just divine. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, but again, I can hear my brain going, can't be here that long. You've got things to do. Don't stay here for too long. So I'm finding that I'm having to, as I get older, maybe my mind's working even faster. I don't know what's going on. But I'm finding that I'm having to make myself, give myself space, commit to myself that I will walk in nature, I'll listen to the birds, and I'll breathe, and I'll hug a few trees because I love trees, and I'll be present with breath work, with meditation, or with chanting, or something like that. Because I just honestly, it's really, like I said, it's not the easiest thing to do. Not if you've got a mind that races like me and you've got a billion jobs to do, because you've always got a list of things that you haven't quite accomplished. And I think with everything, I mean, if it brings you joy, do it. If something starts becoming a drag, don't do it. It's just if I can help somebody with the problems that I suffer with, because I've obviously, it's not, I don't want to say suffer because it's not the right word. I don't find it as suffering. I find it it's kind of a superpower. I try and look at it as a superpower, because I've got shitloads of things going on. I'm always active and I'm never bored. I mean, I find it really weird when people say they're bored. I'm like, how can you be bored? So I'm going to say bye for now. I've put a list of things that really helped me to try and bring me back into level playing field, back into myself, back into my body. Hopefully what I've shared with you today might be able to help somebody who's also having mental ball of wool. I mean, I dream of having a mind where I can compartmentalize things. Anyway, ciao for now. Catch up with you soon. Bye.